If you're ready, I'm ready.
Alright, I am as ready as I'm likely to be.
Okay, then get the lube, because it's going to be painful.
What makes you think I don't have it handy already? That was an abrupt stop. Wait.
Should I have said that out loud? And then I was like, should I reply with something or should I keep that to myself? Because that might be more than I want to admit. Chapter 20. Period. Wrong button. There we go. Now I can scroll down. Chapter 20. Period. Author's note.
That's actually punctuation and not the title of the chapter, just in case you were wondering.
Well, if they're following along, they know. And if not, they're probably laughing their heads off or probably committed suicide by slashing their wrists or stabbing themselves in the chest with an STAK.
Oh, well, maybe if they're doing like, what's-her-face, Inobi, they've slit their wrists and are drinking their own blood, so it's sort of a cycle.
Yes.
Like drinking your own pee, and about as pleasant if you call it, reading My Immortal.
Only drink your own pee if absolutely necessary. Please don't actually do that because that will harm you because it is wastewater. But anyway.
It is sterile though.
Yeah.
But I was basically just sort of comparing drinking your own urine to reading My Immortal.
Yeah, we don't have an audience anymore. After we just mentioned that.
Hey, you'd never know.
Author's note. I said I didn't care what you think. Stuff. Flamen. Okay, preps 1. Thanks to Raven for the help. Oh yeah. BTW. I'll be on vacation in Transylvania for the next 3 days, so didn't expect updates.
Right, because you would just go to Transylvania for 3 days, getting transit time, factoring that into there, all the lag and whatnot. You just stay for 3 days, travel included.
6 6 6 6 6 6 6 6 6 6 6 6 6. All day I wondered what the surprise was, even though we ran into the bathroom hiding from your boyfriend.
Yeah, is she still in the bathroom?
I don't know.
Just decided to camp out there all day. I guess if poo makes you weepy, you'd probably.
It made us weep.
Yeah, it really did. It really did.
And it broke our brains, and then we went insane and giggled, and.
I really actually wish I was kidding on that, but yeah, that story with all the poo really just kind of it hurt me.
As a shout out to Anna Yusaki too, what did you think of the story? Because you told me you would not read it, but listen to it.
Wait. I think I hear a distant screaming.
All the way from Sweden.
Had that distinctive Swedish sound to it. The sound of a Swede screaming.
And planning our murder.
Subsequent violation by Lupin.
I shouldn't laugh at that because that was terrible. Meanwhile,
I think the part, like, it shouldn't be funny, but like it's horrible. Like just very casually just moves beyond it. Just yeah, I heard you murdered and your corpse violated after you were killed, but we're just gonna forget about that and move on because you gave me my sweater and poster.
Meanwhile, I put on black leather mini, a black corset with Urple's lace stuff all
Urple.
over it.
Urple sounds like something with vomit on it, or something
Uh,
with a kind of like a vomit color. Like those old countertops that you get, and they were just sort of a off-white, and they would have all these different colors on them, and it looked like somebody vomited on the counter.
yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the third time in the same day she's changed clothes that I've kept up with.
She must do a lot of laundry.
I suppose. But maybe then again she's a vampire supposedly, so maybe she don't sweat. Or ever smell bad.
I'll tell you what smells bad.
Well, I could guess, but I don't think we'll like it very much.
Well, we don't like it very much. We're reading it, but
Well, actually, I love it.
you like it. That makes one of us.
I think that's because I listened to a certain reading long time ago that made me enjoy this as much as I do. And black gothic compact boots. MCR were going to do the
No,
concert.
they were gone.
Oh, they were gone to do the concert again since Volksamore had taken over the last one.
Wait, what? We're actually acknowledging this now? How many times has Volksamore taken over the
Like
concert?
4. And this is the 5th concert.
Seriously, we've gone to so many concerts of MCR.
I slit my wrists while I moshed to MCR in my bedroom all night.
Yeah, because moshing while your wrists are severed is a great idea.
Feeling is that excited or exited?
No, it's excited. Yeah.
Okay, making sure.
Spraying blood on the walls because I'm flailing my arms about and my wrists are severed. Good idea.
She's gonna drink it anyway, so might as well just decorate her home room with her own blood.
Yeah, waste not, want not. I'll lick the walls later.
Suddenly someone knocked on the door while I was trying on some black clothes and moshing to fang you for the venom. You're trying on even more clothes. Why?
Trying on clothes while moshing while
And
your
you
wrists.
already own these clothes? Why are you wearing... Whatever. I got all mad and turned it off. But sacredly, I hoped? Which one is that? Hoped or
Well,
hopped?
she writes hopped, which would be consistent with all the rabbits that we seem to be
Okay.
suddenly having in this
Okay.
story. But
Hopped inside that it was Draco so we could do it again. Then why were you mad? Why did you even need to turn your music off? Retard. What the fucking hell are you doing?
oh, she spelled fucking right. That's amazing.
Yes, I know. And I'm just like, I don't understand. You were mad, then you were hoping it was Draco, and now you're mad again. Whatever. I shouted angrily, it was Lupin. Are you gonna come? That's the...
That's
Yeah.
not the right, yeah.
And I'm like, well, actually, that's a bad time to put the word come next to rape, but anyway.
I think just about any time is a bad time to put those two words together.
Are you gonna come rape me or what? You didn't ask a question, you made that into a statement. I yelled. Because
Yeah.
that period is so an exclamation point.
Yeah, the way that she says it means, like, the way that she's phrased that is, it's almost like she's getting angry with him for not doing it.
Yeah.
And I hate to
But
say
it's
that,
like
but
she's like sarcastically. And I'm
yeah, I mean, like
Dude,
it's
what
a
the
very, yeah, it's exactly like that. It's, are you gonna come rape me or what? You know, ugh.
because girls really want to be raped.
Ugh.
I was allowed to say that because Dumbledore had told us all to be careful around him and Snap since he was a pedo.
You know, I don't think so, and I don't think you should be saying something like, "Are you gonna come rape me or what?" Because that's just offensive no matter what. Like seriously. It's there are so many things wrong with this paragraph that I can't even begin to
And even then, why is Lupin still there? Shouldn't he either still be in the infirmary or at St. Mango's?
Yeah, he was going to St. Mango.
Whatever. No, actually, get it? Hell, can I please borrow some condoms? He growled angrily.
Burrow some condemns?
Yes, borrow some condoms.
Why would he need to burrow in condemned places, I assume?
Because he's a pedophile?
And that's what they do in their subterranean society? And I wasn't aware that their culture and civilization was entirely subterranean. So we found out something new. Apparently these sorts of people enjoy or develop their people's culture by burrowing under condemned places.
Yes, and making them even more unstable.
Yeah, so if you're ever around a place that's being condemned, watch out for pedophiles, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you can fook your 6-year-old girlfriend, huh? I shouted sarcastically.
Oh my God, I had lost where we were, and I thought you were just speaking this.
Hold on. Okay, do you remember what she was talking about?
No.
Well, I'm going to start over and probably just edit this over what we just did since I was interrupted.
Oh, I do remember now. I had just mentioned the subterranean civilization of pedophiles, and you said, yeah, so you can fuck your 6-year-old girlfriend.
Yeah, okay.
And I was like, I thought you were just saying that out loud to the audience.
No. No, that's actually a line in the story.
Yeah, I had lost where we were.
Fooker, he said, gong away.
Gong away.
Gong away, gong away. Well, anyway, because that wasn't like something I should call the headmaster for or anything. You know, a teacher came up to my room who's a known pedophile, apparently, asked me for a condom. That's not weird or strange or anything. I put on some black eyeshadow, black eyeliner, and some black lipstick and white foundation. Then I went.
Foundation again.
Sorry. It's okay. Then I went. Then I guessed. Snake and Lupin were in the middle of the empty hall doing it, and Dobby was watching one.
I'm not sure what to say here, but apparently the giant snake from the second story and Lupin were doing it with house elf Dobby, a voyeur. This was after she went, which presumably means that she relieved herself. But
yes.
Maybe she cried when she pooed again.
Oh my God, oh my God, you ludicrous idiot! They both shooted angrily when they saw me.
Oh no, that's disgusting.
Dobby ran away crying.
Yes, well, Dobby, after all. The only character so far that's been in character.
Well, I don't know why he would watch them do it, but...
Well, they certainly wouldn't participate because this is Dobby we're talking about.
And this is also My Immortal we're speaking of.
Yes. Yes.
They got up, though. So they got hard again? And we're gonna go, back?
They were ready.
Okay. Normally I would, That's a bad pun. Have been turned on. I love seeing guys do it, but both of them were fucking preps. BTW, Snake is moved to Gryffindor now.
Wait. You were just talking about how you were accusing them of being pedophiles, and yet now they're hot because they're making out with each other?
No, normally she would have found it hot, but they're both fucking preps.
So, because they're in Gryffindor, it's somehow not hot, despite the fact that she would have found it hot if they weren't.
Whatever. WTF, is that why you wanted condoms? I asked sadistically. See, I spelled that.
What are you, 3?
Yes.
I spelled sadistically, man! I spelled sadistically! I want a cookie!
I think that was my my attempt at imitating what she must have sounded like as a child.
Only you wouldn't give them to me, Lumpkin shouted angrily.
Who the fuck is Lumpkin?
Lupin. Well, you should have told me, I replied. Why? You don't like them. And they're teachers. Why should they ask you for anything? Couldn't they get that on their own? And besides, they're wizards. Wouldn't they be able to magic something up?
You'd think so, but no.
You dimwit. Period. Snake began to shoot angrily.
Again?
Yes. Well, they already were hard, so I guess he came again.
It is very difficult, though, to do that when you're angry.
Being angry must mean he's really turned on, then.
I guess so.
And then I took out my black camera. When did you have that? And took a pic of them. You could see that they were naked and everything. Well, I would think so if they're in the middle of the hall having sex.
And of course this is completely okay, despite the fact that you just bitched for like how many chapters for someone doing the same thing to you, despite the fact that you were fully dressed almost the entire time.
Yes. And why would they be completely naked in the hall anyway? If they wanted to screw each other, I would imagine that it'd be a quickie if they're in the middle of the hall.
Yeah, you'd think so, but apparently everybody at Hogwarts has said farewell to common sense.
Yeah. Well, excuse me, they both shouted angrily. What was that all about? It was to blackmail you, I snarked.
Oh, good idea. Tell them about your criminal aspirations here, so that when it happens, they won't be surprised.
So now next time you see me doing it with my boyfriend, you can't fucking rat me out, or I'll show this to Dumbledore.
Dumbledore. Dumbledore.
And
Also, when did they ever rat her out for doing it with
Never.
Draco?
In fact,
Also, did we ever establish what she was doing with Draco? Because she never even says it.
we were doing you know what?
Yes, it was always...
like, what? Be racist?
We were doing you-know what.
Throw darts at a board? Masturbate together? I don't know.
Cry over poo? Who knows? She never says. All she said, the closest she's got going is that time that she talked about boy thingies or something like that. Like, that was the closest we ever got to anything.
Talking. I think that's what that's called. He put his boy's thingy in mine.
Oh, that's right. That's right. When she pretty much explicitly stated that she had a penis. So yeah, there you go. There you go.
So fuck off, you bastards. I
love it. It seems like we've chosen the best times to go away from the story, because every time you go back to it, it's just so appropriate that sometimes I think you're just saying it.
This has no point to anything at all.
No, it's kind of an exercise in either Dadaism or nihilism, and I'm not sure which one, and I'm not sure if I want to really legitimize it by saying that, but
I started to run for some reason. They chased me, even though they're naked and everything.
here's where you should, in the background, as you're listening to this, audience, find a copy of Yakety Sax, thing they play at the end of the Benny Hill show, and put that on.
No, that's not that. Well, anyway, yeah, that. Yes. They chased me, but I threw my wound at them. They tripped over it.
The only thing I can think of that might mean is very, very rude. And if it's that big, how do you get it in your pants?
I don't. Not her womb, her wound.
Yes, I know. That is it's a very rude way of saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
not surprised you've
anyway,
not
I
heard
went
it.
outside and there was Vampire looking extremely fucking hot. Even though I have a boyfriend, and I've had
currently
maybe sex with him like 3 times now. Maybe 4.
Currently I'm fleeing for my life after apparently my vagina was used as a caltrip.
WTF, where'd Drake go? I asked him. Why would he know?
What is he, his keeper?
Oh, he's being a fucking bastard. He told me he wouldn't come.
Oh my. Goodness me.
Vampire said, shaking his head. You wanna come with me?
Oh goodness.
To the concert?
How forward.
Then he showed me his flying car.
Everyone's got a fucking flying car in this world.
I gasped. It was a black car. You've never seen a black car before?
It was a black car. Oh my god.
Rico had one. Like, didn't you say it was a black Mercedes-Benz? He said his dog father.
Wow, it's even appropriate.
He said his dog father, Sirius Black.
Serious, not serious, but serious.
Yes, Sirius. Had given it to him. The license plate.
No, plate.
Okay, license plate on the front said MCR 666 on it. The one on the back said Inobi on it. I gasped.
Yeah, you gasped because he spelled your name wrong.
We flew to the concert hall. And why would Vampire even put that on his car? You're not dating him.
Yeah, I don't know why he would have that. I also don't know why, admittedly, he'd have MCR 666 on the front, and why the license plate on the front would not match the one on the back, but far be it from me to criticize this masterpiece of literary...
It could be like a decorative plate, like some have specially made plates.
I suppose...
We flew to the concert hall. MCR were there playing music, playing with themselves.
I'm going to go with that one because of the story.
Vampire and I began to make out, but that's not your boyfriend.
You are an asshole.
Moshing to the music.
It's not that easy to mosh while you're snogging, just, FYI here.
I gasped, looking at the band.
She gasps a lot, doesn't she?
Okay, you're making out and moshing. How can you gasp and look at the band at the same time while you're halfway buried into Harry's face?
And moshing.
I almost had an orgasm.
Orgasm?
Orgasm. Gerard was so fucking hot. He began to sing Helena.
Oh my god, she's obsessed with this fucking Helena song. I've never even heard the damn thing, but I'm already sick of it. You think that they would have another song to sing,
Yeah.
though. They only ever sing Helena, and then something happens.
Well, actually, the music video for Helena is pretty awesome. But anyway,
But surely they've got another song they could
yes,
sing in
they
concert.
do, but
They
I don't
always
think she
sing fucking
cares.
Helena.
She doesn't care. Maybe that's her favorite song. I
Maybe
don't know.
that's the only song she knows. Maybe she's just a big poser. She's a big fucking poser herself.
Yeah, I could easily agree with that. I could easily agree with that. And his sexy, beautiful voice began to fill the hall. And then I heard some crying. I turned and saw Draco crying in a corner. When did Draco get there? And how did you hear Draco crying over everybody else and the music?
She's very perceptive. No, she isn't.
No.
No. Chapter 21. Because arbitrarily we give chapters titles, and then also arbitrarily we deny them titles.
And put a period at the end.
And put a period at the end. Author's note. Fuck you ok. You fucking suck. It's not my fault if it's spelled wrong or 'cause that bitch Ravern. 'Cause it fuck you brips. 1. Whoops sauce Raven Fangs for the help. BTW Transylvana Ruxrad 1. I even got to go to the cell where Dr. Cola was filmed. X's and 6's. Represent, bitch. Okay, anyway.
Represent.
Later, we all went in the skull. What? Did
The
they...
school.
Oh, right, okay. I was like, wait, did this concert take a decidedly dark and morbid turn?
Please tell me all the characters have died so we could stop reading this story.
I thought that they were just like, yeah, we passed around a skull and pissed in it. This is what we do at an MCR concert, because we're very gothic. Draco was crying in the common room, despite the fact that he was also crying at the concert. And I noticed him, but I didn't do anything at the time because... Anyway.
Whatever happened to Draco's surprise?
I don't know. Maybe that was the surprise, was that he didn't actually have one. That's quite a surprise, isn't it? Surprise!
I didn't do anything useful.
Surprise! I've got nothing for you.
Isn't that a great gift?
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
A shitload of nothing!
It's a new car. No, it isn't. I didn't get you anything. Fuck you.
2 middle fingers right here.
If you could see the expression I'm making. Draco, are you okay? I asked in a gothic voice. Okay, so I guess that would be Draco, are you okay? No, I'm not, you fucking mitts. He shouted angrily. He stated to run out of the place in a suicidal way. What, so he was running toward the cliff or something? Was running with scissors, possibly? I stated to cry, because I was afraid he would commit suicide.
You weren't worried about this before.
Yeah, and we weren't worried about this before. You didn't approach him at the concert, and you've not done anything with him since you locked yourself in the bathroom for a day, but you're afraid now. It's okay, Inobi, said Vampire comfortably. I'll make him feel better. You mean you'll go fuck him, won't you? I shouted angrily. Then I ran to get Draco. Vampire came too.
What?
Draco, please come, he began to cry. Oh my god. Tears of blood came down his pale, as in bucket, face. I was so turned on because I love sensitive bi guys. If you're a homophone, then fuck off. I should go into this now. For anybody that doesn't know what homophone means, it means words that sound the same but are spelled differently. So if you are a word that sounds the same as another word but is spelled differently, then I'm afraid you're going to have to piss off. And then, dun dun dun, we heard some footsteps. They do a lot of herding at this school.
Yeah.
Maybe this should be like some sort of shepherd school, some sort of animal husbandry school, rather than wizards and witches.
Yeah.
Maybe this is just the, just like the agricultural branch of Hogwarts. Vampire got out his black invincibility coke. His black invincibility coke. See, I thought that was PCP that made you feel invincible. We both got under it. So you put your stomachs under it.
Yes.
How did that save the rest? We saw the janitor, Mr. Norris, there shouting angrily with a flashlight in his hand. Yeah, I think you weren't the only ones on black invincibility coke. Who's there? Which is the wrong who's. He shouted angrily, as we have previously established in the paragraph just before.
Why would he even be angry?
Who?
I mean, granted, I know who we're talking about, but still.
We saw filth come. We saw filth come. The cat is apparently named Filth.
Yes.
He went under the invisibility click and started to meow loudly. Is anyone there? Yelled Mr. Norris. No, fuck you, preppy little poser son of a fucking bitch, Vampire said under his breast in a disgusted way. What is he, a fucking barn owl? How did he get his head under there? Yes, if you can manage to get your head under your breast and
or you have really big boobs.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could just lift them. Maybe he has a big one like Draco does. He just has one big boob and...
Probably.
Yeah, I'll bet Draco has one on one side. And then Harry has one on the other side. And see, that's why they're meant to be together, because they can embrace and their boobs go in the right place and, it's comfortable for them to embrace. But when they do it with someone else, there's just, there's either too much or not enough.
I see.
Yes. Yes, I'm really sorry. All right. Excuse me, who said dot? Yelled Mr. Norris.
Why are you suddenly polite?
Yes, and how the fuck did you hear that? Just put filth outside and pretend like he said it.
Meow. Fuck you, bitch. Meow. You're a motherfucking poser. Meow.
Dan here heard filch meow. Filth is there anyone under the cloak?
How does he know there's an invisibility code under there?
I know, he asked. Filth nodded, despite being invisible. And then, dun dun dun, Vampire Frenched me. He did it as dun dun dun. Mr. Norris was taking of the cloak one, despite the fact that it was an invisibility cloak and he would not have been able to see it, much less find it. What da, he yelled, but it was too late, cause now we were ruining away from him. And then we saw Draco crying and busting in two tears and slitting his wrist outside of the school. Draco! I cried. Are you okay? Does he fucking look okay? Does he fucking look okay? Would you say that to someone who was just slitting his wrists? Crying? Are you okay? Well, gee, let me think for a moment. No, I've severed a few arteries. I've severed some blood vessels. I'm just fine, just give me a moment. I just need to have a good cry and bleed out, 70% of my body's lifeblood. I'll be fine. Just walk it off. I guess, though. Draco wept. We went back to our coffins, Frenching each other. Draco and I decided to watch Lake Placid. See, isn't that depressing? On the gothic red bed together, which apparently we bought in between last chapter and now. Maybe that was the surprise, because it's never fucking appeared before now.
Probably.
Also, I'm going to pretend like they didn't say Lake Placid, and in fact they said Sister Act 2. So, yes, as far as I'm concerned, they watched Sister Act 2, and that is depressing to me. As I was about to put in the video, my eyes rolled up, and suddenly I had a vision of something that was happening now. So you looked around and saw something that was happening now?
Yes.
I can do that too. I think that's a power that all people actually share. If you look around you, you can probably see something that's happening now. Try it.
You're right.
Did you like it?
I did.
Did you see something that was happening now?
Yes.
Isn't it so easy and thrilling? It's a special power that we all have unless you're blind.
That's
It's a
so
special
amazing.
power.
You'll see.
Yeah. Oh, don't bring that up.
Hey, you said a special power unless you're blind.
Yes, but that film. That film. Where was I? Oh, yes. There was a knock on the door, and Fug... what? Fug and a Mystery of Magic walked into the school. What is this, a band? Fug and a Mystery of Magic.
And where were you? You said two of your coffins, and then on the gothic red bed. Where the hell are you? Did he just come into your room and that's how he got into the school? What the crap? I don't understand.
I don't know where this band Fug and the Mystery of Magic came from, and I also don't remember there actually being televisions or VCRs in the common rooms or the dormitories.
Wasn't there something said in the books that like Muggle things wouldn't work in the school?
I'm pretty sure that they had like the only place where they really had outside technology from the human world, was a special room, and even then it was just, which seems odd when you get down to it, but I don't know, whatever, but
Not like it matters for the story, but I was just like, yeah. Oh.
Dramatic tears of poo.
Running down your feces.
I'm running down my feces.
Chapter 22, period. Author's...
Still not the title.
Author's note. STFU preps stup flaming okay if you didn't like it lick it. Fook of I know is Mr. Norris. It's Raven's fault. Okay. 1-1. You suck 1. Nose just kidding Raven. You fucking rock. Preps suck 1.
Yes, don't worry, I won't have you murdered and violated again.
Whole bunch of X's. 666, whole bunch of X's. Because I'm tired of saying sex all the time. All day.
Oh my god.
All day everyone talked about the misery of magic.
Yes, I'm experiencing the misery of magic right now.
Well, anyway, because that wasn't important. I woke up the next day.
Well, thank you for letting us know that. We wouldn't have been able to ascertain that or assume that in any way if you had talked about doing things the next day. We would just assume that you hadn't woken up and were just sleepwalking or dead.
I was in my coffin, so I opened the door. I was wearing black lacy leather pajamas.
Oh, fuck you. Seriously, fuck you.
Then I gasped, because somebody actually insulted me for my taste in clothes.
Who wears leather all the time? Who would wear leather pajamas?
Somebody who's hardcore.
My God, I've known BDSM enthusiasts. I've known people that call themselves leather daddies, and they don't wear this much leather.
Standing in front of me were the Bloody Mary, Vampire, Diablo, Draco, Dracula. Wait, what? Oh no, wait, Ron. Okay, I have to remember who was who for a minute. And Willow. I opened.
Although she did say standing in front of me, where?
Yeah.
Where? In front of me. Where? In front of me.
I opened my crimson eyes because I hadn't opened my eyes yet, and I knew who was right in front of me. Willow.
And they're miraculously crimson because everybody at this fucking school has crimson contact lenses that apparently you wear at all times.
Huh. Willow was wearing a tight black leather top with pictures of bloody roses all over it.
Why do we need to know this?
Because it's important. Even though it's not. Under that, she wore a black tree skirt with lace on it and black gothic boots that was attached to the top.
Well, I guess if she's going to be a witch, she should have a wart somewhere.
Vampire was wearing a baggy, simple plaid t-shirt, baggy black pants, and Vons.
Yeah, it's about as interesting as that for me, too.
Draco was wearing a black MCR t-shirt, black jeans, and a leather jacket. He looked just like Gerard Way, and almost as fucking sexy. Vampire looked like Joel Madden.
Oh my God, I keep thinking of John Madden.
Let's get ready for some football! Bloody Mary was wearing a tight black poofy gothic dress. Didn't we describe her already?
Let's
Willow.
see. Yeah, it was Willow, yeah.
Okay.
Willow! Murdered and violated, and she's okay!
Even though she got expelled from the school, too. And
For not going to the math.
was wearing a tight black poofy gothic dress that she had ripped so it showed of all her cleavage with a white apron that said "Bic" on the and other swear words and MCR lyrics on it, kind of like one dress I had seen Amy Lee wear once.
Because we'll know exactly what that is, because like you, we've seen that very same dress.
Darkness, who was Jenny, was
Who the fuck is Jenny?
Isn't that Ron's little sister?
Oh, Ginny. Yeah, it's not Jenny. It's not spelled that way.
She was weaving a ripped a ripped gothic black dress with ripped stuff all over it and a lace-up top thing and black pointy boots.
Wow, she's a skilled weaver.
Yes, she is. So were Crab and Goyle. It turns out that Darkness, Diablo, Crab, and Goyle's dad was a vampire.
I love...
Because they all have the same dad.
They all have the same dad. I also love that Crab and Goyle don't get some sort of stereotypical gothy names. They're just Crab and Goyle.
Uh-huh. He committed suicide by slitting his wrist with a razor. He had raped them and stuff before, too. They all got so depressed that they became gothic and converted to Stanism.
It's not as you may think a kind of Satanism. No, it's a religion where you worship this unassuming fellow named Stan. He's actually very nice, but yes, it's not very interesting.
No, it's kind of plain, but you know what you're gonna do with an average Joe like him. And everybody has the same background. Every single one. OMFG, I yelled it as I jumped up. Why the fuck are you all here? Innobi, something is really fucked up, Draco said.
Yeah, it's our fashion sense.
Okay, but I need to put my fucking clothes on first.
You're already dressed. You've got fucking leather pajamas on.
I shouted angrily. I don't know why we'd be mad at that, but okay. It's alright, we have to go now, and you look quiet anyway. You're so fucking beautiful, Draco said in a sexy voice. We got something to tell you. It's really important, but we're gonna go away now. Talk about irrelevant things instead of stuff that's important. Oh, alright, I said, smiling, but you have to tell me why you're being all erective.
Oh my goodness.
Well...
Is everybody always horny in this? I can tell you're riveted.
Let's see. Yeah, okay. I will, he said. So I just put on some black eyeliner, black lipstick, and red eyeshadow, and white foundation. Then I came. Then I came. We all...
Eyeliner! Eyeliner!
Huh?
Oh, yes!
Well, we know where she put that.
Come on, my tits! Come on, my tits!
We all went outside the great hall.
Afraid I can't let you do that.
And looked in from a window.
No, widow.
A widow.
Did she give you permission? Were you just harassing that poor woman? You should be ashamed of yourself.
A fucking prep called Brittany from Gryffindor was standing next to us. She was wearing a pink mini and a Hillary Duff t-shirt, so we put up our middle fingers at her because we're assholes.
Yes, of course you did, yes.
You know, she just happens to be standing there, not doing anything. Flip her off. Whatever. Inside the Great Hall, we could see Dumbledore,
Oh my, you should put on some pants.
Cornelia Fudged was there shouting at Dumbledore. Doris Rumbridge was there too.
Cornelia Fudged and Doris Rumbridge. I love it. I like these names better than the originals.
This cannot be, she shouted angrily. The school must be closed.
Also, I have to say that I am actually also rather fond of Dumbledore.
The Bark Lord is planning to kill the students, yelled
No!
Cornelia Fudge.
My goodness, well. Tree people. Evil tree people. You know, honestly, I think that even if I were at some sort of magic world, magic school, whatever, I would probably tell this woman she really has some issues.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're running into this school, screaming at someone in the middle of the Great Hall about a Bark Lord coming to kill the students. Either you're talking about an evil tree or an evil dog. Either way, you've got something wrong with you.
It's the evil puppy.
Yeah, you need some help. You need to get help. And we're here for you, but yeah, your name is Fudge. You need help.
You're not fit to be the principal any longer, he's the headmaster, yelled Rumbridge. You are too old and your Alzheimer's is dangerous. You must retry or Voldemort will kill your students.
Retry? Alzheimer's? When did we even establish that he even had Alzheimer's?
We didn't. Very well, Dumbledore said angrily. But, as in your butt, we cannot do this. We can't close the school. There is only one. Then why did you agree? There is only one person who is capable of killing Voldemort, and she is in the school. And her name is Innobi, Darkness, Dementia, Ravenway.
Except it was Inoni.
Oh, Inoni. Inoni! They call me Inoni! 'Cause I'm Inoni! Draco, Crab, Goyle, Darkness, Willow, Vampire, and Bloody Mary looked at each other. I gasped.
I guess because they either got her name wrong or it was someone very similarly named, perhaps an evil sister. Her name is Inoni.
Ugh. Inoni.
Inoni.
Inoni. Inoni.
I like how... Did she ever spell ebony properly?
In
Ever?
this entire... Yes.
Was it like once at the beginning? Yes, once. At the beginning of the story in chapter 1, she spells ebony properly. She never spells ebony properly ever again. In fact, I don't think she does anyway.
Hold
It's
on.
usually-
I can check this if you give me a second.
It's usually Inobi, and now Inoni.
Ebony. Okay. There's one. And then she's talking about her hair. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think you get the point. I don't actually have to count this.
So she actually spelled ebony right?
Several different times.
Wow, I didn't notice it. I keep noticing Inobi. It seems like every time it comes up, it's Inobi. I don't know. I remembered it once at the beginning, but not ever after that. Maybe it's just because this has been such a trying experience.
Yeah. Well, you want to keep going or stop?
Well, you asked me if I want.
Okay, are you able to?
I am able to continue for a little while at least.
Okay, well, I've already clicked the button to chapter 23.
Oh, well, I didn't. Let me get it. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
Chapter 23. Author's note. Doet de fok op biesjes. 1. Urius jealous, 'cause I got 10,000 rewards. 1 thanks to Raven for the help in tilling me boat the books. Galoo rock, let's go shopping together.
Have you never read any of the books before in your life? Is that why this story is such a mess? Because your friend is explaining this to you.
And
this is your
apparently not explaining
interpretation.
very well.
Yes, and this is your interpretation of what she explained to you.
So this is Harry Potter, which I don't consider very good in the first place, but Harry Potter digested and regurgitated by someone who was obviously not paying that close attention, by someone who digests halfway and regurgitates and also was not paying any attention. Yes. So, yes. The door opened, and Professor Rumbridge and Cornelia Fudge stomped out angrily. Then Dumbledum and Rumbridge sawed us, which is probably illegal. Shouldn't be attacking your students with
And
sharp...
then I drank the blood afterward.
Yeah,
They
well,
didn't need it anymore.
she probably did. Mr. Way, what the beep are you doing? Mr. Way? Rumbridge shouted angrily. Dumbledore blared at her. Did he fart on her? What happened here? Oops, she made a mistake. He corrupted her. Oops, she made a mistake. You are now a servant of the Dark Lord. She means hi, everyone. Come in. Oh, my. I couldn't. Well, we all came in angrily. Yes, you're always coming angrily, aren't you?
Yes.
So did all the other students. All of them?
Yes, everyone in Hogwarts.
Everyone comes right into Dumbledore's office, which I presume is where we are.
No, we were in the Great Hall. The Great
Okay,
Hall.
Afraid I can't let you do that. I sat between Darkness and Draco, and opposite Bloody Mary. Who is Darkness?
Jenny.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Right. Crabbe and Goyle started to make some morbid jokes. Like this story.
Mm-hmm.
They both looked exactly like Vilvolo. Who the hell is Vilvolo?
I don't think that's proper, but they mean the main guy from him.
From who?
From him. H-I-M.
Yeah, from who, though?
From His Infernal Majesty, him.
Oh! I'm so sorry. I totally didn't mean to make that into an Abbott and Costello. I thought you were talking about someone.
No.
Seriously.
No, that's why I was just like, from him. That's what they're called. Him.
Yes, but who? Who? Okay,
The band, him.
I ate the number 8. I ate some Count Chocula and drank some blood from a cup. Then I heard again with the herd animals
Mm-hmm.
someone shooting angrily, which is very unhygienic in hallway eating. I looked behind me. It was vampire. He and Draco were shooting at each other. Oh my. Well,
Pew, 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 pew.
well, you know, you're always worrying about them fucking, so here it goes. Vampire, Draco, WTF, I asked. You fucking bustard. Bustard? Yelled
You're
Draco.
bustard.
You bastard. Yelled Draco at Vampire. I want to shit next to her one. Oh,
I get
dear.
it, guys, you're not tourists. You can't do that.
I'll get that one day. No, I do, shouted.
No one?
We missed a noun here. Missed a proper noun. No, she doesn't fucking like you, you son of a bitch, yelled Draco.
That's why she made out with him. Several times.
No, fuck you, motherfucker. She loves me. Loves me, not you, shouted Vampire.
That's why she's dating Draco.
And then he jumped on Draco. No, not in that way, you perv. Then they started to fight and beat up each other. Yes.
Like the little gay boys they are.
Yes, because this is a really great thing to do right in the middle of where everybody's eating, and apparently Dumbledore invited you in for some reason that we haven't quite established yet. So apparently they're fighting over taking a crap next to Inobi.
I don't think she cares. Just somebody, both of you go on either side of her, take a shit. The problem solved.
I guess. I mean, I'm not sure these are the problems you want to have.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they're into shit and other bodily fluids.
Well, she does cry on poop, so I mean, maybe it just moves her.
Poop. I missed you so much. Smears on face. I should have went there. So sorry. We're mystic spirits, everyone. Be back in a little bit.
Tomorrow, Bad Fanfiction Theatre has been indefinitely banned from YouTube.
Because I keep referring to a shitty, and we do mean shitty, fanfic. And their show had no taste anyway.
Oh no. Dumbledore yelled at them, but they didn't stop, because he has no other recourse but to yell at them. Would not gesture or anything and separate them.
Or cast a spell to just make them stand still or anything.
Yeah, the gestures, cast a spell, whatever. All of a sudden, a terrible man with red eyes and no nose flew in on his broomstick. He had no nose, as we have just stated in the previous sentence, and was wearing a grey robe.
Even though Dumbledore's right there, and I don't think he can get into Hogwarts, because wouldn't they have wards and shit?
Presumably, yes.
Well, I know they have shit, but I would think they'd have wards.
Yes. Well, yes, that the shit part is the part that they're trying to figure out how to plan that at the moment. All the glass in the window he flew through fell apart. On a chemical level? What? Brittany, that fucking prep, started to cry. Why did you feel the need to insult her while you're saying she's crying? Like, did we need that? Was that necessary?
Yes, because she's a fucking prep.
Vampire and Draco stopped fighting. I stopped eating. Everyone gasped. People gasp a lot.
Why were you still eating if there's a fight going on behind you? Whatever.
Why is she still eating when someone flew through the window with no nose and red eyes?
Ow, I scratched myself.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
Everyone gasped. The room fell silent. Voldemort. I guess he's the Italian cousin of Voldemort. He's got a lot of cousins similarly named.
Yeah.
All appear in this. Ebo B. Ebony. Darth Vader said evilly in his raspy voice. Wow.
If only you knew the power of the dark side.
Now I shall kill them, and I shall kill Vampire as well. If thou dost not kill him before then, I shall kill Draco too. Bulls, don't make me kill him, Bulls, I begged. No, he laughed crudely. Kill him, or I shall kill him anyway. Then he flew away cackling. I burst into tears. Draco and Vampire came to contort me.
Crack, crack, crack.
You're not helping, guys! You're not helping! Suddenly my eyes rolled up so they looked all cool and gothic, because rolling your eyes up looks cool and gothic.
Yes.
I had a vision where I saw some lighting flash. And then Voldemort? Voldemort?
Yes, Voldemort.
Voldemort coming to kill Draco while Draco slit his wrists in a depressed way. Well, why is he even bothering?
Yeah.
Like, why does he even bother to come to kill him if he's going to kill himself? Do we need it?
Yes.
Isn't that an incredible waste of his immense dark power? Well, actually,
look, how many times have the characters slit their wrists and they're not dead yet? I mean, one was even murdered and her body violated.
and
She's somehow still alive.
and she's okay. Yeah, and to be like the Supreme Dark Lord, Voldemort kind of fritters his power away. You know, like he just does a lot of nothing, and he just mainly just seems to take the time to menace completely inconsequential people and do things that don't fucking matter to anyone in any way. He does that in the books too, granted, but he's a little bit less subtle here. You know, like there's something wrong with an ultimate foe that basically just, you get the impression that he just sort of hangs out and he doesn't really have a plan or anything else to do, and just occasionally he gets really bored and he decides, you know what, I haven't menaced them in a while. I need to do that. I need to do that sometime. He's like Snidely Whiplash, except not so subtle, and he doesn't have a dog.
Or an awesome mustache.
Or an awesome mustache. He doesn't even have a nose. Let's see, where was I?
No,
Oh.
I screamed sexily.
No! I screamed sexily. Suddenly I locked up. Oh my. Well, you need to eat more. You need to eat more fruits and vegetables then, darling. And stopped having the vision. Ebony, or are you all right? Asked Draco in a worried voice. Yeah, I said sadly as I got up. Everything's fine. Everything's all right, Inobi, said Vampire all sensitive. No, it's not, I shouted angrily. Tears of blood went down my face. OMFG! What if I'm getting possessed like in The Ring 2? That was a terrible movie, I have to say. The Ring, like, I really liked the Western version of Ring. I thought it was actually more coherent than the Japanese one. But The Ring 2 was a huge steaming pile of what Draco wanted to do beside Inobi. Anyway, it's okay, girl, said B. Lottie Mary, who
Girl.
she apparently had been hanging out at a lot of the magical gay clubs in Hogsmeade, because apparently there are a lot of clubs in Hogsmeade. Maybe you should ask Professor Sinister about what the visions mean, though. Yes, because I would totally trust a professor named Sinister. Okay, Bish, I said sadly, and then we went. Right there, in the
Yes.
Great Hall, all over the floor.
Well, they were already. A vampire and Draco already wanted to take a shit next to me, so I might as well pee. Chapter 24, period. Author's note. Preps, Stup, Flaming, the story you're just jealous, so fuck you. Okay, go to hell, 1-1 Raven Fangs, fast? For the help.
You were such an erudite and sophisticated author, Tara Gillespie. I salute you.
And a bunch of stuff that we're kind of getting tired of repeating, so we're just going to skip over it.
Yeah, we've done it like 24 times now, so I think we're done with it.
Yeah. Well, we had deviation next, so I got to ask Professor Trellery about the visions.
Wait, what about Professor Sinister, and what is deviation?
This is Professor Sinister.
All right. So she teach. Oh, I see. Yes. Yes, this is Professor Trelawney, and she's teaching divination, not deviation. But well, we're very good at deviation.
Yes. I think we excel in that.
I think we're very good at deviation. We're pros at deviation.
Yes.
Nobody can deviate like we can, especially if we don't want to go on.
Konnichiwa, everybody, come in, said Professor Sinister in Japanese. Which is why she only said one word in Japanese.
Yeah. And why would she suddenly say that anyway?
She's in an English school where they speak English. Idiot. She smelled at me with her gothic black lipstick. Yeah.
I think that's kind of creepy. Maybe it's just me, but I think it's kind of creepy.
She's the coolest fucking teacher ever. She had long, dead black hair with blood red tips and red eyes. Everybody has red eyes.
Yes, you'd think that it actually, you could just assume that they have red eyes by now and just, mention if they don't.
Yes. HR Mom was a vampire. She's also half Japanese, so she speaks it and everything. She and Mir get along great.
That's useful when you have cheeses and ginger and roots that needed to be...
Well, my mind suddenly flashed to something else that was grating.
What, this story?
Well, not that kind of grating I have in mind, but that's true too. She's really young for a teacher. I don't think she is in the original story.
No.
Today she was wearing a black leather top with red lace and a long gothic black ripped dress.
What is this leather virus that seems to be infecting everyone at the school? Everybody's
know.
wearing like.
And why would she wear a long black dress over top of a leather top? It doesn't really make sense to me, because I would think you would flip that and wear the top over the dress, whatever. We went inside the black classroom with pastors of Emily the Strong.
Our secret religion.
What happened to Stanism?
I guess that was just Crab and Goyle.
Oh, okay. I was wearing some black nail polish with red pentagrams on it. What is wrong, Ebony? She asked. Hey, I love your nail polish. Where'd you get it, Hot Topic? Yeah, I answered. All the preps who didn't know what HT was gave me weird looks. Because they couldn't possibly know what Hot Topic was. They have no clue.
You know, this just sort of annoys me because I remember when Hot Topic was new and it actually had actual Gothic clothes. Whereas now, and really at the time of this writing, mainly what they focused on were like band t-shirts and kind of nerdy clothing. And, you know, they have started to get back some, you know, like Gothic punk and scene clothes, but overwhelmingly it's like trendy shirts, nerdy shirts, and band shirts.
I've only been in Hot Topic once, and that's because I went with Shard and Dixie.
Yeah. I mean,
And I saw a trench coat I thought looked cool, like a nice leather coat, and I'm like, that might be kind of, it looked kind of warm, and I looked at the price, and I'm like, hell no. I don't even remember how much it was now, but it was way overpriced, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not picking that up.
yeah, they've always been kind of high, but then they're a mall shop, so of course you kind of expect it. I actually do have, you know, that shirt that I sometimes wear with the frills on it, the ruffles.
I think.
I usually wear it with the tapestry waistcoat, and it has the frills at the sleeve. Yeah, I actually got that in I think 1997 at Hot Topic, and you know it was very well made. It was like I think it was like $50.
Wow.
Which was really expensive, but I really wanted it and I had nowhere else to get it. But I will say that, you know, it's lasted me like 15 years, so...
Yeah.
And I mean, I cannot complain about the quality. They certainly do have quality items, but to be quite honest, all this obsession over Hot Topic, they're not even as gothic as they used to be. I mean, let's just get over it, Ebony.
Well, this story was written like a long time ago. Like maybe early 2000s, I'm not exactly sure. Let's see. I gave them the middle finger because they looked at me weird. Okay? So I decided to insult all of them for no reason. Well, I have to talk to you about some things. When do you want to do it? How about now? She asked.
Yeah, why not? Let's how about.
Okay, I said. Okay, class, fucking dismissed everyone.
You just started
class. Ah. Professor Trevelyan said, and she let everyone go except for you, Brittany. She pointed at Brittany and some other preps. Please do exorcise, get it? One on page 3. Yes, give them homework because they're preps and you're a dick. Whatever.
Except for you, Brittany, and these other people that I'm pointing at that are apparently also named Brittany.
Okay, I'm having lots of you haven't established that Brittany and other Britneys have left. Whatever.
Britney's 1 through 7.
I said in a worried voice, I'm so worried. Is Draco going to die? Well, she gave me a black crypto ball to lock in. I looked at it.
Now we lock at it, you dumb thing.
What do you see? She asked. I see a black gothic skull and a pentagram.
No,
Well-
she said she sees.
Oh, I said I see. Okay.
But she never did say it.
Nope. Suddenly there was a knock at the door. I looked at it. It was Draco. He was looking really, really sexy, wearing a black leather facet, a black gothic Linkin Park
Oh.
t-shirt, and black Converse shoes.
But no pants, apparently.
Yes, he's going stark naked from the waist down, except for his shoes.
Okay.
Hey, he ran around the school earlier, completely naked. So
That's true. I guess it's not really a surprise to anyone.
okay, you can go now. See ya, cunt," said Professor Sinister. Bye,
Because that's what you could say to a student, you know. And
bitch. I said, wavy. Yeah, this is a common exchange between student and teacher.
Yes, I have often called my teachers by those names, and they have called me by those names, and we just get along so well. And
Yeah. And we didn't do anything serious. I'm so worried that my boyfriend's going to die, and the Voldemort keeps pestering me to kill vampire, and well, my
Darth
boyfriend's
Vader.
here, so I'm just gonna go leave.
yeah, and Darth Vader, don't forget him.
Yeah, Darth Vader.
Vader, yes.
I went to Draco, and Vampire was sitting next to him. We both followed Draco. Wait. I thought they were standing at the door. When was Vampire there, and how was he sitting? We both followed Draco together, and I was so exhibited.
I just flopped him out. The hell with it. The hell with everyone. All over my tits. Okay. Chapter 25. Author's note. Stop flaming, okay? If you don't, then it'll Justin to bet you up 1111 il tellal den reds to put vrutas in a computer 11111111, etc. Fuku 1 Raven thanks for D help 1. Well, that was certainly pleasant.
Yes, that was a much needed author's note.
I was so excited.
I thought you were exhibited.
Potato. I was so excited. I followed Draco. Not flated, though. That comes later. Wondering if we were going to do it again. We went outside, and then we went into Draco's black car.
But what happened to Vampire?
He was doing his own thing, I guess.
We stopped, and he kept going.
Ebony, what the fuck did Professor Trevelry say? Whispered Draco, potting his gothic wit hand. With Bavluck nail polish on mine. She said she would tell me what the visions meant Torimo, which
No,
she never
didn't.
said. She never said that. She called you a cunt, and then you left. That's all that she told you.
Yeah, she called you a cunt, you called her a bitch, and then you left.
And then you left, yes. I grumbled in a sexy voice. He took out a heroin cabaret. I've read about those. And spiked it, and gave it to me to sport.
I have a
What?
confession to make. This is my favorite line in the whole story.
You know, I have to admit, Heroin Cabaret is a pretty good name for like a band or something.
Yes.
I would go see a band called Heroin Cabaret. He started to fly the car into a tree. I would think that this would distress anyone else, but apparently not. We went to the top of it.
You crashed into the tree.
Crashed the car into the
And then
tree.
you climbed up to the top.
And then went to the top of it. Draco put on some MCR.
In the crash car below.
In the crash car below.
And then climbed back up.
Apparently so. And all the things that you never ever told me, and all the smiles that are ever going to haunt me, sang Gerard's sexy voice, which apparently didn't complete her thought. We started tiling of each other's clothes. Evenly. We started tiling of each other's clothes. This has got to be a euphemism for something. He took of my black thong and my black leather bar. They're a lot more hardcore than I gave them credit for. I didn't think they'd have a spreader bar. I took of his black boxers. Then, dun 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 dun, he put his trubbing you-know-what in my tool. Sex. Oh, God.
Because we had to climb to the top of a tree to have sex.
Or whatever the fuck they're doing.
Yes.
OMFG Draco Draco! I screamed, having an orgasm. We stated, Frenching passively. Suddenly, dun dun, I fell asleep.
It wasn't very exciting what we were doing.
Wow, that's pretty sad. That's actually kind of harsh. Well, I'm off. I started having a dream. In it, a black guy was shooting two gothic men with long black hair. What? No, please don't fucking kill us one. They pleaded, but he just kept shooting them. He ran away in a red car. He ran away in a red car.
Yes.
No, oh my fucking god! 1-1! I shouted in a scared voice. Ebony, what's wrong? Draco asked me as I woke up, opening my icy blue eyes that were red a moment ago. I started to cry and tears of blood went down my face, yet again. I told Draco to call Vampire. He did it with his black Lickin' Parkmobile.
Wow.
Lickin' Parkmobile.
You did it with it. Huh. Well, I guess it is good that it crashed into the tree to start with, I suppose.
So, you're crying. Draco's fucking a car. God knows what Vampire's doing. But, like, arse. The worst thing was who the people were. Who the people who were shot in the dream were. Lucian and Sirius. 111.
Chapter 26. Author's notes. Pritstup Flemensta Stree. Okay, 1. If you lick it, lick the story, then go fuck yourself. You fucking yeah, I guess I'd be fucking prep. You suck. 111. Oh, why? And I wasn't being racist. Okay. 1-1. A few mutates later, Vampire
Wow,
came...
you're really... I didn't know this was an orgy, but apparently I just didn't come prepared.
A few mutates later, Vampire came to the tree. He was wearing a black leather jacket,
Goodness.
black leather pants, and a Good Charlotte t-shirt.
Or Shrelot.
Charlotte. Hi, Vampire, I said flirtily as I started to sob.
Because you flirt while you're sobbing.
and with your boyfriend right there after you had sex and you're probably both still naked. Draco hugged me sexily, trying to confront me. I started to cry tears of blood and then told them what happened. Oh, fuck it, Vampire shouted angrily. He forced to cry sadly. What fucking dick did that? I don't know, I said. Now come on, we have to tell Dumbledore. We ran out of the tree. Because you just run out of a tree.
Especially when you're at the top of it. Yeah.
And with a crashed car underneath it. And into the castle. Dumbledore was sitting in his office. I thought that said sitting on his office. He's probably doing that too.
Yeah. Sit on it, Dumbledore.
Sire, our dads have been shot.
Sire?
Yes, sire. Draco said while he whipped some tears from his white face. Ilby had a vision in a dream. That'd be dream.
Dubliodra.
Dubliodra started to cockle. Ha 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 ha! How do you expect me to know Ebony's not divisional?
Would you care to restate that, sir?
Ha 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 ha! How do you expect me to know Ebony's not divisional?
No, I didn't say you had to restate it.
Hey, I heard care to restate, and so I did.
No, I said, would you care to restate that, sir?
I glared at Dumbledore. Look, motherfucker, he said angrily. As Dumbledore gasped, "See, is that to of Cocter?"
What the fuck does that even mean?
What
does it mean?
Yes, it is out of character.
Oh, okay. Man.
You know very well that I'm not decisional. Yes, we're aware of this. Now get some fucking people out there to look for Sirius and Lucian pronto.
No,
Porto. Okay, he said in a imitated voice. Where are they? I thought about it. You thought about it. You thought about it. Then all of a sudden, Longden, I said. I told him which street. He went and called some people and did some stuff.
Yeah, nothing we really...
Actual job.
Right. Nothing we actually need to know about. He just went and called some people, did some stuff, Stuff and junk.
In the trunk.
I don't even want to think about, Booty Dumbledore. I certainly don't want to think about his humps.
After a few mistunes, he came back and said people were going out looking for them. After a while, someone called him again. He said that they had been found. Draco, Vampire, and I left to our rooms together. Because you guys have more than one rooms that you three stay in.
Also, they've been found. Why didn't he tell them anything else other than that? Were they alive? Were they dead? Surely they had some knowledge.
Yeah. I went with Draco to wait in the nurse's office while Vampire went to slit his wrists in his room.
Yes, it doesn't concern me for any reason.
We looked at each other's gothic derperest eyes. Then we kissed. Suddenly, Sirius and Lucian came in on stretchers. And Professor Sinister was behind them. I don't know why she would be doing that, but okay.
Why is she there?